Welcome back, everybody, to Out of Board. I figured I'd start off by looking at how many gems I got washed. About 1,200 on each. 24 wash plants on rubies, 12 on diamonds, and a little bit of mining up top. Not bad, not bad. It's fairly even. No more messes. Thank God. But I may have to turn on that power plant because right now I don't know if this will show the. Yeah, the grid power is 1414. And, let's see. Each power plant is 4,200 times 4. I got 1,600 available. So, I got 200 to go. I may have to kick that fifth one on. Yes, I just might have to. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go ahead and jump up there. Right there. Ooh. A little bit of a bounce. Oh, it got me all crooked too. Wow. Well, that's okay, because I planned on... Oh, crap. What's going on? That's why. Built my ramp. And I got something poking through. Can't get to it from out down here. Sure enough, that's what did it. Alright. Get this pulled up and sideways. So I'm going to back up and start down that ramp. It's going to be more difficult to cut with this thing on a slant, but, actually, I can take it all the way down and then back up to where I'm flat. Cool. That's what I was hoping for. There's the original open pit right there. That's so cool. Been a lot of work to get here. Oh, I figured out a couple things since my last episode. I believe since my last episode. This thing will not dump into one single conveyor when it's head on. You gotta be too wide, or 4 meters. What do I mean by that? I mean like this. If you only have one hopper coming straight out the back of this thing, it will spill off of both sides. I can't tell you how many times I cleaned up. You can see all the spots here where I used hoppers to clean up the mess. In fact, there's a little spill right there that didn't get cleaned up. But to put the second hopper line into the first, so that I've only got 2 conveyors going down, I'm not using a, what are they? Conveyors. A lot of people use the storage right here as a buffer to regulate the output. But now with the new update, the output is regulated as long as you only have one hopper dumping into 2 lines, or one hopper into, or yeah, just so you got one hopper dumping into the lines. I tried this here with the chutes dumping onto the conveyor belts, and I overloaded the conveyor belts. So I just dumped them into this last hopper. This last hopper is my buffer. It outputs 30% on both sides and just keeps filling up until this side's empty. Why is that still running when everything else is off? Okay, I'm confused now. Ooh, now look at the draw. Yeah, I'm almost maxed out on my power. So I said 16,200 for 4 of them. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn that fifth one on. That's why, because this has got power, it's just shut off. It's not. Yep. Now this will read 0. Oh, 1448. Because it's not. It doesn't know how much the second line is because it's connected by a wire. Well, it should never be that. This is about as long as I'll ever make it. A few hoppers like this. Then I'll have to collect everything. But since we're moving down, I need to collect this stuff now. And see, I just did a double 4x4 conveyor to get up and over. Alrighty. Tear it all down. Because this section right here is going to be the next section that I mine out. So these two lines need to come around the end of the mountain. I don't want them in the way. I don't want to have to worry about trying to avoid them. Alright, get up. Which is the tower? That one's the tower. Alright. Get rid of these ramps for a minute. I don't need the hoppers, just need the that stuff for now. Oh, okay. Alright. Need these. Oh, crap. Well, just to get started. Let's see. There we go. No, I'm going to have to put a power input to find out how much it's drawing. definitely gonna have to add that power plant. Son of a gun. Probably on another one yet. I should be able to turn there, I think. Dang it. Gonna head right into that part straight ahead of me. One more. Now, hopefully. Oh, I need back here. And there's my last one. Oh, I wish I could make my own conveyors. Straight 8. Let's get... I'm gonna need them to reach the end. Ah. There. Alright, let's figure out what the hell we're doing with the machine. I'm gonna need more platform behind it. Come on. I wonder how many dang pieces I'm putting underground. That works better. Even it out further. That should be enough. I can take these down. That's right, I got a screwy Louie on this one. That goes up in the air a long ways. Holy crap. This is actually going forward now. Good. Good, good, good. I need that. Or that. Okay. Oop. Uh-oh. I knew that was going to happen. Thank God I'm right here at the end, though. Get off me. Okay, let's go down. See how this handles the ramp. Backwards. Oof. Huh? Ooh, slid sideways a little bit. Careful. Right off the ramp? I think so. Off enough that I'm going to remove it. Yep. And then I can back up and set my ramp up, or set my conveyors up. Shoot, I gotta remove this too. Alright. Had a nice rhythm going, and then I screwed it up. much as I can. Wide. Ah, screwed up my rhythm. And again. And again. And again. Oh, last row. Ah, there we go. Alright, I am going to have to slide over this way a little further. Come on. You're being a pain in my butt. Oh, this is being a pain in the butt. Usually I can slap these out faster than heck. Oh, okay, I know I'm gonna have to go this way. Thing is, I don't know how far. That should be far enough. If it isn't, it should have been. That's close enough. Come on. Oh, it's getting to be grade ABS. Come on. I swear sometimes it doesn't want to snap in at all. Unless you're just the right perfect angle. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Is that going to be too dang close? It might be. I just got a feeling it is. Come on. I think it's going to be way too close for this end. There we go. Looking backwards at it. I'm at 100, and it's close to 0. Oh yeah, way too close. Well, that's a half-hour video right there, and I haven't really done much. We'll get the conveyor set up so I can make my first pass, and we'll end the video. Oh, let's get out of the ground here. Probably lifting the dang machine up. Dang. Alright, use the arrow buttons. It's easier to control. Still too close, ain't I? I think so. Oh. That's all the way down. Alright, I'm going to pause here for a minute. Okay, unpause. It's been a minute. Set up the rest of this conveyor so I can get started again. I'll keep having to move this as I progress forward. It's just the nature of the beast to get the end of this chopped off. But just the primary line is 1540. That's like what, 98 away from maxed out on 4 generators. So I had to put the 5th generator on just to be able to turn this one on. Hey, that's 98 over 4 generators worth. And that second line will dump in there like that. That hopper will be the buffer. We'll take a little cut here. Hopefully my position is okay. Ooh, is that even over the damn hoppers? Nope, it's not. Before I end up with another mess that I'm so good at making. Okay. That's 7. Get that down to 0. Scooch that over a little bit so it's going evenly into both. And you still got to use the merger in order to get that 10x. If you don't use the merger and put that 10x power input in there, your secondary line will only be 1x. But that's okay, the merger works. Different camera view. There we go. Since I'm not spilling. Nope, right button. Use the right button. Close enough. And nip off the top of this thing real quick. And I'll show you that the conveyors are not overloading. I hope I don't have problems with this getting stuffed. Bring it down to 800 and cut back. About 800 a swing. I found is works pretty good for this. And elevation. That looks looking fairly good. Dumping into both, it could go. Maybe. Oh, running out of material. And 0. Right there. The machine may be tipped just a little bit because I'm off the platform over there, but it's just to clean up this little tiny edge before I turn around and start heading the other way. Clean up as much of this as I can real quick. Still bouncing around 0, yep. I'm not going to worry about that little ridge I'm leaving. Right now I'm cattywampus just to get that point knocked off over there. Alright, I'm going to pause real quick again. And I'll come back when I get back over to that point. Okay, that was the last pause, I promise. We'll get this nibbled off here, and then I'll go show you the results of the conveyor system I got set up. You can see, well, I am putting a little bit into it now. But all the hoppers were empty except for that last one right before I unpaused it. Alright, stuff this. Yeah, I'm going to end up stuffing it. Dang it. Where am I? It's gonna... It's trying to bounce. Give him a little bounce. Please don't stuff. I'm at the worst point right now. Oh, yep. Dang it, yep. Stuffed it. I'm still okay back here. Definitely moved it. I need to move that back a little so it dumps into both. There we go. Should be okay from now on. Get down to 0, swing back, and I'll be, oop, there's negative. There's 0. Swing back, and I'll be done. And I'll go show you the conveyor load. Show you that I'm not overloaded on any of the conveyors. Pretty good little bite right here. And we're dumping pretty even, I think. Not really. Even enough. Even enough to show what I want to show. Get punched through here, and let's go have a look. Alright, we're still moving. Nothing's overloaded. 330%. Nice time for an autosave. Alright, that's still dumping in. This is my buffer. 105%. The output of that is, oh, come on, 30%, and the riser 30%. Dual hopper is still at 105%. But see, I'm not overloaded on anything coming out. And that's dual line hopper feeding into 2 conveyors. 30%, 29. That's the power. It's not going to show a percentage. 30% on that 2 meter. 30% on that 4x4. 105% in the popper. So therefore we don't need those silos as a buffer. And this is what she looks like. Real simple. That way I've only got 2 conveyor lines going all the way down to the, yeah, watch this. Here's the map for you. My conveyor line. This is the mountain I've taken off so far. From here all the way to where I'm sitting, that conveyor line is a monster. It's a dual line over under. And then it goes downhill. Right, right there's my old plant, where my old plant was. There's the new one. Chugging away. Got 4 generators here. 1, 2, 3, 4 generators right there. Coal splitting between those. Coal splitting between those. Coal splitting between this generator. Oh, there we go. Let's go check and make sure I'm not going to spill. God, that would suck. Where's my fuel trucks? There they are. Please don't be stolen. Right there, that joint. That sell point. Right here. That joint right there. Going into that cell. Thank God. Oh my God. I would have had to quit if this was spilling. Oh, thank God. Got that coal mess cleaned up. And you see, it was a mess. It was just absolutely. You still see I haven't gotten it all smoothed out yet. Take just a second to smooth this out. There, that looks better. But what do we got here for loot? Almost a full silo. 3 lines left, 15 slots left. Same here, 16 slots left. And a whole lot of jewels to sell. And yet more jewels to put in. Alright, folks. Appreciate you hanging out with me. If you got any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.